Hi, Gina here. This video is an addendum. It is strictly related to the previous one. The one who is called in robots code, M01, and whose link will be in the description. In that video I showed how to set your window flags in order to run the newest version of OpenGL and its associated GLSL version, using these 4 lines of code. Particularly, I revealed that the 4.1 OpenGL version installed on my machine led to the fact that inside my shaders I had to use version 330. Before to start this short tutorial, I will show some details regarding these 4 lines of code. I will focus on this particular 2 lines. So, to what is referring these major and minor notions? Well, suppose you have a version of something, doesn't really matter what. Let's say 4.9, or 1.0, or 20.3. The major term from these lines of code will refer to the number which is in front of the dot symbol, whereas the minor term will refer to whatever exists after the dot symbol. So, in our hints, the major term is number 3, and the minor one is 2. Therefore, we should have the OpenGL version number 3.2. Nevertheless, in reality we are informed that we are running the 4.1 version. It seems that without declaring these hints, the GLSL will consider by default the OpenGL version number 2.1. Once we define these hints, the major and minor terms will refer to the minimum OpenGL version, which is installed on your system and is accepted by compiler. So, being minimum, any installed version bigger than the one which is declared will be accepted as well. In my case, I'm talking about version 4.1. Now let's come back to this tutorial subject. In the comments section of M01 video, someone asked if it is still possible to write functional shaders in older OpenGL versions. The answer is yes. Look how you may do it. As you have seen, I replaced some keywords inside the 330 vertex shader. Specifically, in my vertex shader, I replaced in keyword with attribute keyword, and I had to comment the line where exists layout keyword. Version 120 doesn't accept it. But fortunately, uniform keyword works the same as in newer versions. Further on, inside fragment shader, I replaced the variable frag color with dedicated variable GL frag color, which is recognized by 2.1 GLSL as a default variable. By doing these modifications, the program was successfully compiled and executed. Now, when you know that it is possible to write older versions of shaders, and there are significant differences between them and the newer versions language, if still you like to do so, first you should read the appropriate documentation in order to learn the correct keywords and default variables which should be used. And that will be all. The answer to that question is complete. I'll feel happy if more peoples, additionally to the one who asked, will find this video useful and use its information in their own projects. Thanks for watching. Sayonara.